Hey guys, and welcome back to Legomaster627's creation. So today is Monday, August 26th of 2024, and as you can see, the 5th anniversary party is gone. It only took 2.5 hours to clean up. That is mainly because I decorated the entire world, but regardless, it's gone. I've also taken off all the anniversary items and cleared out my inventory outside of these items because I'll need them for a future Big of the Season 8 episode. And I have went ahead and archived all the anniversary items that we collected in the previous episode. Now that it's over, I actually did a few small minor changes to one of the areas on the island. Sorry, the world. Sorry, thinking of Lego's Island. But before we do, let's see which cat we get today. Winter! We've been getting winter a lot lately. Speaking of winter, ironically, that was the only cat I didn't have to respawn out of all 3 of these that you see here outside of winter. Wait a second, where the heck did the pig go that used to be in this pen? Did he really wander off somewhere in this world? Oh well, I respawned him anyway. But you know, I should actually use these guys now that I think about it, because they're just sitting here. Wait a minute! Perfect timing! I could just use this guy while exploring some of the updates I made during this, after the events of the cleaning up the anniversary party. Yeah, let's take this guy with us. Let's finally use it. Now, the place I actually wanted to show you guys is actually the Sand Village. Yeah, I know, you're gonna be quite surprised because, like, we recently just finished this project a few episodes ago. And now there's already improvements? Well, indeed there are. There already are improvements to the Sand Village very quickly after its completion. Heading into the Sand Village, you might actually notice some minor differences. For example, the path leading into the office area is a lot shorter than what it used to be alongside the hotel. You'll notice that it is slightly shorter. Another thing you might notice is, well, as you may notice, I think I showed you this in the anniversary party video, but the path is a lot more, you know, not like crammed anymore. Like, it's actually a lot more wide out. Like, yeah, a lot more straightened out to the point where it's actually easier to move in between it instead of it being all crammed out. I did that as well. This was done before the anniversary, or at least around the anniversary. All the other improvements that I'm telling you were done after I cleaned up the anniversary. For example, the town here may look exactly the same to you, except it actually isn't. You may notice by going inside the coffee shop, it is a little bit bigger than the last time we saw it in the anniversary. For example, there was never any room to put a table here prior to this, meaning the room got extended and a lot more expanded. The main reason is because I just remembered from my own memory, just today on the 26th of August, that this room and building was actually a lot bigger than what we originally had back at the earlier in the summer. So you'll notice how this room is a lot bigger than previous. And yeah, this is because I was able to remember the rest of it off camera via my mind, which is really cool. So this is the official size of the room. The dance area, unfortunately, has no changes. However, the clothes shop does have some changes. For example, it did get slightly expanded, with the door now being right there, rather than, you know, right there, like it was previously. So the room was slightly expanded. Now, another thing you might notice is the path. You know how these buildings have that going there, like the path going directly to the door? You may now notice that that has been completely removed from the plaza. The reason behind this is because just like the coffee shop, I was able to remember the remains from my memory and realized the path actually just goes straight across without having a path leading into the buildings. So that's the difference. Another thing I had to do, of course, because this was, of course, off-centered, was, of course, move Enpro's house by 1 block, and we were good. It wasn't really that difficult. I also had to add an extra cactus right here, and that's really all I had to do. So, yeah. Anyway, with that in mind, another room did get updated, because when moving these, you may notice the pet shop is a lot bigger than what it was when we first created it, because I was able to remember the remains from my memory very, very recently. Now, why didn't we do this during the actual project? Well, first off, again, this was an all-memory project, so it was kind of explainable why I wasn't able to do that at first. But thankfully, doing some memorizing off camera, I was able to refix a lot of these rooms, and yeah, so that's why it looks like this now. And it will look like this permanently. Going into the feeder area, right here, you'll now notice that there is an extra column of chairs, specifically right here at the back. That's the only difference. And heading into the restaurant area, you'll notice that the room is way bigger compared to the last time we saw it. Which means there's now an extra table right here, meaning this room's not too crammed in anymore, which is really, really cool. And N-Pro's house, outside of it being one block further, this way specifically, this room has not changed at all. So guys, that wraps up this episode of Legomaster627's Creations. I wanted to show you some minor updates with the Sand Village, and just to clarify something, the Small Village has 0 improvements outside of course, the decorations being removed. Because unlike the Sand Village, I actually managed to get this all correct from the start. So that is at least good. With all that being said, guys, I will see you all in the next episode on September 2nd for Labor Day, where we're going to have a Labor Day mini event just like we did in 2023. And you never know, we might take this guy next time. It actually would be interesting. Anyway, in seriousness, I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye! Oh, here's the map with the updated updates that I showed you. Forgot to show you that. It feels weird having the world back to normal, though, I'm not gonna lie. But also good at the same time.